even 5% of you know that you work for, there is element inside you that cares for certain issues, I think IRMA would be the perfect choice. The network that I got, alumni net, I have worked in UAE for a bit. Everywhere I was very well connected with the alumni network. They helped a lot, even if it was not from a professional perspective, just to navigate life personally. I think a lot of IRMANs have just come forward and helped me. I don't think I was a very good student in the classroom. I would sleep a lot during my classes, but I think the 3 internships that we did, the village, field segment, and then the names were different at my time, but all 3 hold very, very significant value in my entire career, even till date. Hi, my name is Shruti Kapoor. I work at UNICEF India Country Office.
Hello everyone, my name is Love Bhardwaj. I work as the National Lead Skilling and Employment for United Nations Development Program India.
Hi, I'm Swapnil. I'm one of the co-founder and director at Money Rural Information System.
Hi, my name is Anand. I'm one of the co-founder at Money RIS.
And I'm an IRMAN.
And I'm an IRMAN.
I am an IRMAN.
I'm an IRMAN.
Hi, my name is Shruti Kapoor. I work at UNICEF India Country Office. So I basically lead a pillar called Economic Opportunities for Young People. I work for a team called Yuva, and Yuva, the word itself means young people. So at UNICEF, I work for the young people in the age group of 10 to 29 years. My role largely involves around partnership, creating innovative opportunities for young people in the form of jobs, entrepreneurship and apprenticeship. I do a lot of partnerships with all the ecosystem players, including government, private partners, CSOs, NGOs, etc. Youth centrality is one of the core part of my work because it's the young people of the country who are going to form the future workforce. And a lot of my work also revolves around creating knowledge pieces, policy advocacy, and catalytic funding support to different partners. So before joining IRMA, I was doing something absolutely very, very different. I was a student at Delhi University. I was pursuing an undergrad in zoology, which is very different from IRMA. But at some point in time, I realized that I'm not so fond of zoology. I didn't want to make a career in zoology. And that's when I started calculating my options. I realized that for masters, an MBA degree would be most suited for me. And I started scouting for colleges, started searching for opportunities, spoke to a lot of people, and many people recommended IRMA as a great option because it of course teaches everything that a regular MBA does, but on top of it, it would also give me sensitivity towards the rural sector. I wanted to kind of blend both. I did appear for CAT, I got selected for other colleges as well, but IRMA just stood out as a good value proposition for me because it was offering something very different from the usual MBA institutes. It is an unconventional institute. When I went, I think I somehow thought that whatever they are teaching is going to be an add-on on the usual MBA curriculum that other institutes also have to offer. But I think when I went inside, I realized how integrated everything was. It was basically a journey. It was not that they were teaching you regular marketing, regular HR. Everything was from a rural lens, which meant a lot of sensitivity. Completely different perspective from how the other people in the world who have done usual MBA would see the world, not just during their time in IRMA, but probably many, many years even after that. I think all of us in our jobs, no matter whether you are in corporate, you are with government, or you are working in any sector across the world, you are solving for something. I don't think I was a very good student in the classroom. I would sleep a lot during my classes, but I think the 3 internships that we did, the village, field segment, and then the names were different at my time, but all 3 hold very, very significant value in my entire career, even till date. I think there are times when I am in the middle of work, there is a problem that has come up, I still go back and relate to how I was feeling during those internships, when I encountered a similar situation, how I acted. I think that just kind of brainwashed me into working for the social sector. So I think those internships were very helpful, not just from the experience that it gives, but I think eventually when you culminate those 8 weeks of journey into a form of a report, then you realize how much you have done and how you can really structure your thoughts to solve a problem, no matter how big or small it is. In my current job, I don't go to the field as much. I wish I would. I could, and I do want to, at least twice a year, I do want to take out time when I actually go on the ground, go to a rural setting and see how the work that I'm doing, directly or indirectly, is impacting the lives of somebody. But even if I'm in office, even if I'm working on the documents and not really directly connected with the grassroots, I think everything that I gained there during my journey, whether it was during the classroom or during the internship, I think I'm still very, very sensitized towards that. I don't think anybody can take it out from me now, because the person that I became is because of IRMA, and you can't take that away from me, even if my journey has changed now and I'm doing something different from probably what I was doing 10 years ago. And second, I think empathy. I think that's not true just for me, but I think every other IRMAN that I have met. Again, I think agnostic of the sector that they are working in. A lot of people choose not to go into core social development, and they may be working for banks or they may be working for pure corporate sector, but I think I have not met an IRMAN who is not humble and not empathetic. So that just collectively kind of breathes inside all of us. And therefore everybody seems to know me, all the kind of partners and now I work for an organization that convenes various forms of partnerships. So anywhere that I go and I say that I'm an IRMAN, I don't think I need to explain myself more than that. People just know the background that I'm coming from. They understand that I would by definition be sensitized to the issues that I'm working on, and I'm not doing it just for the heck of it. The network that I got, alumni network, I think I have worked in UAE for a bit. Everywhere I was very well connected with the alumni network. They helped a lot, even if it was not from a professional perspective, just to navigate life personally. I think a lot of IRMANs have just come forward and helped me. So yeah, and in terms of, I think professionally, I would say I think I think for me the choice was simple, because I knew the kind of organizations I wanted to work in, and because I came from IRMA, so it was easy for me to reach out to people and say that, look, I want to continue my work in social development. So there were obvious choices that came out of it. I wouldn't tell anyone to not go to IRMA. I think that probably is an easier way to summarize it, because as and when we are moving forward, even in the social sector, we see how integrated it's becoming with the corporate now. And the kind of partners that I meet and the kind of partners that I work with, these are more and more hardcore corporate organizations. And it's not that I work with their foundations day in and day out. Earlier, people who graduated from IRMA would more go towards the foundations of organizations, because they were the ones who would consider social sector kind of responsibility seriously. But now it's becoming a part of people's everyday journey, whether you are a product manager, whether you're working in a tech sort of organization. I think everywhere everybody wants to tap into the rural market in some sense. It could be for a cause, it could be for selling your products or services, but that's the way out, right? So I don't think there's anybody who cannot go to IRMA just because probably at a certain point in time, or at a stage in your life when you're writing a CAT examination, your heart is not, it doesn't beat for the social sector. So it's not mandatory or necessary at all in my mind. I think if even 5% of you know that no matter which company you work for, there is an element inside you that cares for certain issues, I think IRMA would be the perfect choice, because it would just train you in a very professional context for it better. I mean, it could be an internal choice, it could be a personal choice, but if you also want to imbibe certain values in your professional journey, then why not go to an institution that just gives the best experience, right, for the 2 years.